Okay, good morning. We already have here Carlitos, Daniel Maldonado, Christian, Daniela, Annalise, Rachel, Marianne, Marite, Mia, Archie, Mr. Rodrigo. No, Archie, who's Archie? We have Rodrigo Granados. Who is Archie? And we have Santiago. Could you send me on a message? Archie, who is Archie? We are verifying. We are, necesitamos confirmar que sí, todos los que somos del grado y no alguien externo, pues está por acá. Veamos, ¿quién es RG? Es un RG. Who's RG? A ver, mándeme un mensajito RG, por favor, a ver quién es RG. Who's RG? Por ahí estamos.
RG Ricardo Gamero.
Oh, Mr. Ricardo, you're right. Gracias, mi amor. Thank you. Okay, Ricardo. Excellent. Okay, here we are. And we are ready, right? So let me just silence your microphone. But before we silence the microphone, just some information that you need to remember. Vamos a ver información. I'm going to unmute your microphone so we can pay attention. Veamos. Okay, here we are. Okay, chicos, hoy también es su examen de reading y de ESL. Vamos a tener nuestros dos repasos ahora de las últimas cosas que vimos. Aproveche de preguntar. Right? Ese es un consejo muy fuerte para usted porque de esa manera usted va a poder salir de cualquier duda, de cualquier interrogante y va a poder desarrollar mejor su examen. Así que durante el repaso, si usted tiene una pregunta, mándeme un mensajito para que podamos ayudarle con esa duda o esa pregunta. Ok, remember that. Recuérdese que hoy lo tenemos y hay que seguir el horario, right? Ya están abiertos. Después del repaso, usted puede dar otra leidita, right? E irse a desarrollar su examen si usted quiere. Recuerde que tenemos nuestro examen abierto hasta el sábado, right? Pero no se atenga, no deje todo para último momento. Ahorita la formación va a estar fresquita. Usted va a haber preguntado, va a haber visto la información, va a haber también va a haber visto el vocabulario. Entonces, aprovechen, ¿ok? Aprovechen y lo desarrolla su examen en la fecha indicada. ¿Ok, sweeties? Ok, babies. We are going to share the screen. Let's see. So we may begin our review. Remember that if you have questions, if you need me to stop at any moment, we can stop in order to help you, okay? If you need help, we can stop and we can discuss what you need, right? I don't know, Christian. No sé por qué el chat no está, porque el mío sí está normal. El chat se encuentra normal, igual que siempre, Christian. No sé, quizás habrá habido una actualización en tu equipo y quizás por eso ahora se ve un poquito diferente. Pero mira, sí funciona. Aquí está tu mensaje. Right? So maybe it was upgraded. Quizás hubo una actualización. Okay, Christian? Yes? Okay, good. Then let's begin. Thank you, Christian. Let's see. Let's share our screen in full screen. And here we are in full screen. Okay, the review for today, we are reviewing 2 units that we already saw. that we already discussed, but maybe you have forgotten, right? Some parts that are going to be important and vital for your evaluation. So we have history of transportation review. History of transportation review. So welcome to class. And remember that you can ask questions every time you need. Okay, but can you see the screen, Christian? Can you see it? ¿Puede ver bien la pantalla? ¿Me puedes escuchar bien? Ok. Bueno, entonces prosigamos. Después podemos ver tal vez qué tipo de actualización tal vez tienes. Ya vamos a ver. But let's continue with the review, okay? Okay, let's see. Here we have different transportations. We all remember different kind of transportation. These are not the only one. We have a lot more. We have many more examples of transportation. But these are like the general ones. Okay, we have number one, we have number two. Who can help me here writing down the different kind of transportations that you can see? I need your participation. So write down the different kind of transportations that you can see. Write down on the chat the name of the transportation that you see here on the screen right now. Vamos a ver. Send me your answer. I need to know the different kind of transportation. Excellent, Adriana. She sees a car. Excellent. That's a different kind of transportation, a car. Very useful. Very good, Daniela. Annalise. She likes the bicycle. And she saw this bicycle and she liked it. Most of you, you love to play with bicycles, right? It's really fun. What else can we see here? What other kinds of transportation do we see here? Very good, Adriana. A boat. Excellent. Here we have a boat. Excellent, Daniela. We have a rocket. Very good, a rocket. So we can transport ourselves to the moon and to different planets and around the galaxy, okay? And every year, scientists are improving the transportation to space, right? Helicopters, very good, Carlitos. You can see a helicopter, well done. Okay, these are different kind of transportations. But can you tell me which one is your favorite? Or maybe your favorite is not here. If you have a different kind of favorite transportation, write it down on the chat. Which one is your favorite? Is it here with all this different transportation? Or maybe you have another favorite transportation? Let me see, which are your favorite transportations? Airplanes, says Kristen. Yes, it's great to travel by airplane. You can go to different countries and experience flying in the sky. So airplane is Christian's favorite. Someone else with a favorite transportation? Maybe not here, maybe you have a different one. For me, for example, I love roller skates. Roller skates is another kind of transportation because you put your roller skates and you can play and go to the park and move all around and go to your neighbor's house. Okay, so roller skates is my favorite transportation. Okay, let's see. Let's remember this part of the story of transportation. Let's try to remember what else happened. Oh, great, Ricardo. His favorite transportation is the car. Yeah, that is fantastic, right? Car is like the most popular way of transportation because we move to different places every single day using our cars. Okay, so excellent, Ricardo. Let's read a little bit about the story of transportation. So does someone wants to read? If you want to participate, raise your hand and I'm going to allow you to open your microphone and read. Does someone wants to read? Can you help me reading? Tengo chicos fantásticos aquí para leer. So help me, one person. A ver, one person that helps me to read. A ver, ¿a quién le vamos a pedir el favor? A volunteer, sweeties. Volunteer. Who wants to read? Let's see who wants to read. Let's see. Marito, can you help me to read, sweetie? I'm going to unmute you and help me reading, Marito, please. Okay, I'm going to allow you to open your microphone. Thank you, Marito. Can you please help me reading? Let's read, Marito. Let's see, Marito is a little bit shy. Let's read, Marito. You can do it.
Communities in the past were often far apart. Also, transportation was very slow, so people made new types of transportation.
Okay. Next part. Thank you, Marito. Great job. The second part. Does someone wants to finish reading the second paragraph? Do I have a volunteer? Let me see who wants to read the last part. Let's see. Esthercita, can you help me reading, Esthercita, please? The last part. I'm going to allow you to open your microphone. Please read this last part of the paragraph, Esthercita. In the 1700s,
In the 17th, the steamboat was invented. Unlike other boats in moved by steam, not paddles, people could travel faster than before.
excellent, Esthercita. Well done, fantastic. Well done, los felicito, chicos. Muy bien. So we have here communities in the past that were really far apart, right? The distance between every town was so apart, so long, for so many hours they had to walk in order to arrive to the next town. So transportation was very slow because it was not like a modern transportation, right? They transport themselves in animal with riding animals and wagons, and they were very slow. It took many hours to arrive to the next town. So people made new types of transportation. This was the inspiration to this. This is why they made new types of transportation, because transportation was very slow. Remember that, okay? In the 1700s, the steamboat was invented. Unlike other boats, it moved by steam. Okay, de vapor, mire, it moved by steam. It moved by steam, not paddles. People could travel faster than before. Okay, it was very interesting talking about this kind of transportation. Then we have another invention, something different, revolutionary, right? It says that British people invented trains in the 1800s. We had these fantastic machines. They were fast, they were strong, they were heavy, and their mechanism was kind of modern, right? It was very complicated, but it worked fantastic. Then they opened the first public railroad. Now people could move easily. Later, Carl Benz made the first car with 3 wheels. Okay, we have the invention of the train in 1800s, right? And they opened the public railroad too, so people could stay there and wait for the train to arrive, right? That is the public railroad. And then we have this character, este señor, this man, Carl Benz, who made the first car. But the curiosity about this first car, it was kind of fun because it had 3 wheels, only 3 wheels. So that was the first car, right? The one that was created with 3 wheels, not 4, 3. Okay, remember that too. Let's continue. In 1903, the Wright brothers created the first airplane. There you see that a lot of inventions were being created through as time passed, because everybody got so excited because of the improving of transportation that people with imagination and creativity continue creating new ways of transportation. So these two brothers, the Wright brothers, they created the first airplane? Okay, here we have our vocabulary. So we can remember our vocabulary for the history of transportation. Let's see, we have here several ones. I'm gonna ask for some help. Who wants to help me with one? You can choose any transportation that you want and read it. Let me see, who wants to help me? Let's begin with asking volunteers. If any of you want to help me, reading, but I need you to read. Okay, reading. I want to hear your beautiful voices and your wonderful pronunciation. So let's see. Okay, here we have someone. Okay, I am allowing you to open your microphone. Okay, which one are you going to read? You can choose any of these transportations.
Airplane.
Airplane, excellent, well done. Excellent, here we have a fantastic airplane. Thank you very much. Okay, who else? You can choose any of these transportations that you want. Any of them. And I'm going to allow you to, okay, here we have Carlitos again. Okay, Carlitos, another one.
Wheel.
Okay, the wheel. Excellent, Carlitos. Well done. Excellent. Here we have the wheel. Remember that with the invention of the wheel, we were able to have our cars, right? Wheels are indispensable for transportation. Let's see who else can choose another one and help me reading it. Veamos, mis chicos hermosos. Who's going to read? Let's see, Elias. Okay, I'm going to ask you to unmute your microphone, Elias, and you can choose one and read. Let's see, Elias. Vamos a ver. ¿Cuál, Elias? Which one?
Aeroplane.
Airplane, very good. Excellent, Elias. Airplane is very popular. I can see that the airplane is very popular. Very good, Elias. Okay, who else? Another one? Adriana. She wants to participate. Excellent, Adriana. Okay, choose one, Adriana. Open your microphone and choose one and read it. Let's see, Adriana. So we can read one. Yes, Adriana. Ok, se me repitió Adriana. Vamos a ver quién más. Christian. Oh, quiero escucharte. I want to hear you. Please open your microphone, Christian, and read for me one example.
Invent.
Excellent, Christian. Wonderful. Te felicito. Invent. Okay, this is another word for our vocabulary. Invent. Remember that a lot of people invented wonderful things. Okay, we have more. Who can help me with the rest? Los que no hemos leído y las palabras que no hemos leído. A ver, who can help me? Fabiola, can you please choose one, Fabiola? Open your microphone. Choose one, Fabiola.
Wheel.
Okay, very good.
Wheel.
Wheel. Excellent. Well done. Wonderful. Ok, algún otro, pero de los que no hemos, palabras que no hemos leído. Mia, ok, Mia wants to participate. Okay, let me see, Mia. Ya te abre el micrófono. I'm going to unmute your microphone. Okay, Mia. Choose one, Mia.
Paddle.
Excellent. Oh, wow. Very good. Paddle. Here we have the paddles. We use paddles to help our boat to move through the water. Okay, very good job. Excellent. Let's have a look at the ones that we didn't read. Veamos las que no pudimos leer. We have a wagon. We have wagons over here. Remember that wagons, some of them were pulled by horses, and others started working with a small engine, right? So also we have this difference between this transportation that was the wagon. Okay, let's see. Then we have here, they are, the man and the kids, they are apart, far away from each other. He's reading and the kids are playing, so they are not together, they are apart. And finally, we have a railroad. This is where the train moves all through the railroad. The trains cannot move without railroads. Okay, excellent. Let's move on. Time for the review for the backpack program, sweeties. Here we have our backpack program. Everybody, I think most of you remember about the backpack program because the objective of the backpack program touch our hearts, right? Because volunteers, people around the world, they are getting together to help others that do not have food, right? And it was called the backpack program, the backpack, because they use backpacks and the food will get inside those backpacks and they will give those backpacks to the people, right? So here we have our volunteer helping someone that needs not only clothes, but also food. Here we have, it says food, right? The backpack program. Okay, excellent. Let's see. Okay, we are going to listen to the audio of the information of the backpack program. The audio that we heard last class. I want you please to pay attention. Tell me if you're able to hear it. Send me on the chat if you're able to hear it. Okay, so you can pay attention to the very important details, all the important details about the backpack program. Can you hear it, sweeties? A ver? Yes? No?
The backpack program.
See? Yes. Okay, thank you, Danielle. Okay, let's pay
Have you
attention.
heard of the backpack program? I love it because it made my life better. When I was in elementary school, I lived in Arkansas. Many students at my school often felt dizzy and had stomach aches. I was one of them. Our school nurse realized we weren't really sick. We were just very hungry. So she called a food bank. It started the backpack program in 1994 to help us. Each week, community volunteers made food backpacks at the food bank. Then they gave them to me and other hungry kids every Friday. On weekends, I wasn't hungry.
Oh, it moved backwards. Oh, I'm sorry, sweeties. Anyway, I was going to turn it again. So,
The backpack program.
some ideas of
Have you heard of the backpack program? I love it because it made my life better. When I was in elementary school, I lived in Arkansas. Many students at my school often felt dizzy and had stomach aches. I was one of them. Our school nurse realized we weren't really sick. We were just very hungry. So she called a food bank. It started the backpack program in 1994 to help us. Each week, community volunteers made food backpacks at the food bank. Then they gave them to me and other hungry kids every Friday. On weekends, I wasn't hungry anymore. Now, I'm a backpack program volunteer. Every week, 110 food banks give out 35,000 food backpacks in the U.S. That makes me so happy.
Okay, great. Let's see then. Here we have the vocabulary that we just used in the story. Okay, in the story, we heard the testimony of one person that suffered a lot because this little kid was usually sick. Only that the school nurse, discovered that him and other friends were not really sick. They were only hungry, right? And they started this backpack program to help these kind of kids. If you remember, and try to remember that, okay, remember that it's important that they used to give food to the kids every Friday, right? Why every Friday? Because through Monday to Friday, they will receive help. Uh, they will receive help and breakfast from the school every single morning. But when Friday arrived, the last class on Friday, that will stop. Saturday and Sunday, they will not receive the help in the morning. Some of them, they didn't have food to eat on their breakfast and sometimes not even lunch, right? They were really poor. So that's why the backpack program decided to give the kids on Friday after school all the food that they needed so they could take it home and they could have their breakfast Saturday morning and Sunday morning. And then return to school with a lot of energy, really happy, okay, and healthy because they have eaten enough. Okay, as you can see, the backpack program has wonderful ideas and they have reached thousands and thousands of hungry kids around the world. Okay, here we have our vocabulary. This time we are not going to repeat. This time what I need you to do is help me sending sentences. Let's see, let's begin with volunteers. Who can send me a sentence through the chat, using the word volunteers? Let's see, who can send me a sentence? Veamos mis maravillosos chicos. Right, okay, we have someone who raised his hand. Okay, Carlitos, let's see, Carlitos. Give me a sentence with volunteer. Yes, Carlitos?
They are volunteers.
Excellent, Carlitos. Wonderful job. Very good. Okay, if you want to do it orally, it's okay. If you don't want to do it orally, you can send it here on the chat. Okay, so that depends on you. Let's see now, dizzy. The next word is dizzy. Who wants to participate giving me a sentence with dizzy? You can send it on the chat or you can say it through the microphone, right? So today I feel dizzy, says Mario. Excellent, Mario, wonderful job. Solo espero que no te sientas dizzy, right? En realidad. Excellent, Marito. Well done. Today I feel dizzy. Look over here, the poor lady. She's feeling very dizzy. Okay, everything goes round and round, round and round. That's why she's not feeling well. So that is the word dizzy. Okay, an easy one. A very easy one. Backpack. Who can give me a sentence with backpack? You can do it orally. Raise your hand and I'm going to give you the opportunity so you can say it on the microphone or you can send me a sentence on the chat. It depends on you. Backpack. Oh, excellent, Adriana. She says, the school nurse. Ok, Adrianita, volvamos a pensarlo. Está muy bien el esfuerzo, pero está mezclado. We have English and Spanish. So, Quitemos todo el español y pongámoslo en inglés, Adriana. Excellent job, Adriana. Lo hiciste muy bien, pero tenemos todavía palabritas en español, so vamos a cambiarlas. Okay? Send me a sentence with backpack. Maura, she says, I love the backpack program. Excellent, Maura. Well done. I love the backpack program. You know that the backpack program is not the only one that helps people with food or clothes or medicines. There are more programs around the world that have grown a lot because many people decided or decided to join these groups so they could help people that needed food or medicines or clothes. So we have a lot of programs, not only the backpack program. Excellent, we have a sentence here with a school nurse. Very good, Adriana. Now you got it. She is a school nurse and she is good at her work. Well done, Adriana. Fantastic. Very good. She is a school nurse and she is good at her work. Wonderful. Okay, let's see another one that we haven't used. Oh, a stomachache. We're missing a stomachache. Mia says, I have a, oh, I think you want to say pain, Mia, because there it says pin. I have a pain, comma, stomachache, right? I have a pain, comma, stomachache. And remember that when you said I, cuando usamos la palabra I, esa letra tiene que estar en mayúscula. It has to be in capital letter, right? I, we don't use it with lowercase letter. I always, it's always going to be in capital letter. Let's see, Adriana says, he have a strong stomachache. Wonderful, Adriana. Solo vamos a cambiar have por has. Remember that he, she, eat, the verbs have S. Cuando usamos he, she, eat, the verb must have S. For example, he sleeps. She eats. It jumps. Okay, we need the S in there. So aquí el verbo es have, Adriana, and we are going to say he has a strong stomachache. Not only he, she, eat, you can also say a name. You can also mention a name. You can also say Roberto, Lorena, my mother, my teacher, and it counts like he, she, eat, right? Y cuenta como alguno de esos. Puede ser your puppy, right? The rhinoceros. Okay, it depends. What do you want to say? Pero el verbo con he, she, eat, lleva ese. Remember that. In present tense, cuando hablamos en presente. So here we must say, he has a strong stomachache. Okay, fantastic. Los felicito, chicos. Well done. Someone else that wants to participate? A ver, alguien más que se me quedó y quisiera participar. You can choose any word from here. Any word that you like. And send me a sentence. A ver, alguien más que se me haya quedado con el deseo de participar. Someone else that wants to send me a sentence using any of these words. Veamos. Yo sé que tengo alumnos muy, muy excelentes y esforzados. Así que I am waiting for your participation. Veamos. ¿Quién más me manda una oración? Excellent, Adriana. I have a backpack to color pencils and other things to go to school. Very good. I have a backpack with color pencils and other things to go to school. Very good, Adriana. Te felicito. Excellent, baby. Muy bien. Excellent. Well done. Muy bien, chicos. Okay. This was the vocabulary for the backpack program. Vocabulary for the backpack program. Oh, and Carlitos, he's sending his sentence. My dad buys a backpack. Remember, Carlitos, My dad is he. He, she, it, we add S. So, excellent work, Carlitos. Te felicito. Solo nos faltó la S. Debería decir, my dad buys a backpack. Remember that my dad is he, right? Remember that my dad is he. Okay. Well done. Okay, sweeties. I think we all participated amazingly on the vocabulary for today, right? So let's see. Thank you very much for your wonderful participation. Remember that this time you are not sending me photos because we didn't work on exercises. This was only a review. This was only a review. Okay, Carlitos is raising his hand. Do you need something, Carlitos? Any question, Carlos? Then send it on the chat. If you have a question, sweetie. If you need help. No? Okay, Carlitos. Thank you then. Okay, well done. So remember this time you don't have to send me any photos. Okay, this was only a review. And today you have your evaluation. You're welcome, Carlitos Princess. Okay, today you have your evaluation, right? So try to remember what we just discussed, the vocabulary words, and those little things that I said, remember, right? Porque esos son pequeños tips que yo le di. Esas cositas que yo dije, remember, son muy importantes en la evaluación. Right, so try to remember. Try to remember, okay? Let's see. You're welcome, Marito. You're welcome. Okay, let's stop sharing. We're going to stop sharing. You're welcome, Marito Precioso. Let's stop sharing. And here we are, back again. Okay, I'm going to allow you to open your microphone if you want. And if you have any questions, if you need any help, we still have time. Right? ¿Alguna pregunta, mis amores? ¿Alguna cosita que necesiten?
No, nada.
De nada, Esthercita. Thank you, Christian. Excellent. Okay,
Bye,
mis
Miss.
corazones. Bye, mis amores. Nos vemos
Adiós.
más tarde.
Adiós.
Bye, sweeties. Dios me los
Nos vemos
bendiga.
a las 9:15.
Yeah, 9:15. See you, mis amores. Bye, mis corazones.
Yo todavía no he desayunado.
Qué lindo verte. Oh, bye, Mía. Me encanta
Ya me
verte.
mamá,
Mía.
Fabiola.
Niños.
Ok, adiós, mis amores. Bye, bye, bye.
Miss. Miss.
Adiós, mi amor.
Adiós.
Adiós. mi amor.
Bullies.
Ay,
Mañana
está bien
bullies.
bonito.
Me